This is a book review on Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Simon believes that the future is bright and that the people have the ability to build on it. He also discovered remarkable patterns on how great leaders and organizations think, act, and communicate to a great degree. He has a BA in anthropology from Brandeis University in Massachusetts. He is an undergrad teacher at Columbia University for strategic communication. And he also works with a nonprofit organization for education employment. This helps young men and women in the Middle East, and it creates jobs for them. He contributes to several newspapers and columns, such as the New York Times, the Huffington Post, Houston Chronicle, Washington Post, Business Week, NPR, CMO, and Fast Company. He's a motivational speaker and workshop leader. He has worked with Microsoft, 3M, Mars, the United Nations Organization, the United States Armed Forces, Intel, and SAP. Additional books by Mr. Sinek are Leaders Eat Last, Why Some Teams Pull Together and Some Teams Don't, Together is Better, A Little Book of Inspiration, and Find Your Why, a practical guide to discovering your purpose for you and your team. Who can benefit from this book? Managers, leaders, executives, anybody that wants to inspire and encourage their staff members, their students. As long as you want to know how to do it, this is a great book. So when we look at starting with why, we have to look that there's manipulation and inspiration. That's the yin and the yang. Manipulation could be from, if we look at, say, a car company, the rebates that they give, or peer pressure, or innovation behaviors. That is all triggering that behavior for manipulation. Manipulation does not produce loyalty. Communication and knowing your why will produce leadership and inspiration. Looking at the golden circle that he developed, we have to know why. So ask yourself why. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Why do you care about going to your job? Why do you care what your business is? Those are why questions. How questions, how are we going to get there? What's our plan? What? What are we doing? What are we doing about our how and our why? What is the easiest thing to answer here, because everybody knows what their product is. They already know what it does, what it doesn't do, what it's capable of. So as Simon Sinek goes on to state in the Golden Circle, we want to start from working the inside out. So we have to start with our why question. Why do we want to do stuff? Why are we doing it? Then we go to the how, then the what. So he is quoted as saying, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. They want to buy why you believe in yourself. That is why they do it. 3 lessons that we should take away from Start With Why is, if you want to inspire, communicate your why first. Start with your why. Because number 2 is excited employees are the best resource for any business. You're going to figure out your why. Then you're going to assemble your team, and you want your team to be backing your why. No negative Nellies. We just want that why team. We want that one that's going to follow and do everything necessary to produce our why. And number 3, you don't need sleazy sales tactics. Your why should be why they're doing stuff. No promotions, no rebates, anything like that. When you start with why, they should be on board. Shortcomings of the book. There were a few. One would be he repeated the apple story several times, and that could have been reduced a little bit. He overloaded with the why, how, what, bold letters all over the book, kind of made you blind to it. And he probably could have shortened the book down with less examples or stories that were redundant to the other stories. So when we review Start With Why, it is a good book. It has great takeaways. You can take that golden circle and work it into your leadership program. There are many things that you can do with it. It is very easy to read. It's easy to follow. So it doesn't have to be just at an executive level. It can be all the way down to clin suit, charge nurse, anybody that wants to inspire and learn how to engage people. Some of the reviews that he has are a New York best-selling in 2012 and 2017. He has the best video on TED Talk. Mr. Uri states that Start With Why is one of the most useful and powerful books that he's read in years. I have to agree because there's a lot of leadership in it. Colonel Chuck Horner said he fanned the flames. He got his juices going and wanted to delve into the book and never consider something that's not attainable because everything is. And Mr. Lamine, each story will force you to see the things from an entirely different perspective. That's your why. That's how you get the why, is it's your vision and how do you want it to go. Thank you for letting me do this presentation. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.